Hi, we're going to do a one-way analysis of variance using Excel for Microsoft Windows. We're going to look at the way we have set up our data here. We have hypothetical data with summary scores for our 65 participants. In our hypothetical data, these are consumers at a social service agency, and we want to know whether consumer satisfaction scores differ by the ethnicity of the respondents who took our survey. So we have organized them in this example in columns with a summary score that could range from 6 to 30 for our white participants, our African American participants, and our Latina participants. We want to make sure that we are using the Data tab in Microsoft Excel, and if we do that and we have installed the Analysis tool pack, then we'll have a Data Analysis option over to the right of our screen. And if we click on that, this menu will come up, and it will give us a range of statistical statistical tools that we can use to analyze our data. We want to do a one-way analysis of variance because we want to know whether our scores vary by ethnicity. That's one way. That's a single factor or a single dimension that we are looking to see whether our data differ. So we click on that, and we'll get a little menu, more menu options here. We can tell it where our data is located. With this tab here, it guessed our data was here. I'm going to tell it that our data is right here. That's a little bit more specific. Again, we need to tell it that we have labels in the first row of our data, and we do if you look up to the upper left of the screen. And we're going to tell it where to put our outcome data, because it's going to guess where to put it, but sometimes it puts it right over our data. So we're going to say that's where we want our results to be printed. And that's all we really have to do, and we've got that ready. We're going to click OK, and as soon as we do, we are going to have our analysis of variance results pop up on our screen just like that. So let's follow the cursor and look at what we have. It shows we have 25 white participants, 27 African American participants, and 14 Latina participants. And here in this column, it tells us the mean of the consumer satisfaction scores for those three groups, so we could eyeball whether we have a difference or not. And it looks like we have a difference in these mean scores. The African Americans look like they have a lower mean consumer satisfaction score than the other ethnicities. But we don't know whether this difference among the three groups is statistically or significant or not until we look down at the analysis of variance results. The analysis of variance basically gives us a proportion of the between group variance over the within group variance, and we see these printed out here. And you can see that that proportion is about 6 to 1, and that's our F statistic. This tells us if the F statistic is over 3.14, then we can guess that these scores don't all come from a singular or a single distribution. That is, that they differ by ethnicity. And this tells us that there's a 0.002 probability that you get an F statistic this large if these scores all do come from a single population. And that's a one-way analysis of variance in Excel. Thanks.